Cayman Khan here for Seconds Out. Pleasure to be joined by Tony Yoka, heavyweight contender in Paris right now. I'm in the UK, back from Saudi myself. But you have got some interesting information, or at least the conversation surrounding yourself has been pitching a fight between you and Anthony Joshua. There's a
Yeah,
potential that this fight could happen over in Ghana as well, too, considering that the Matchroom team were over there. But what is the current status with yourself and a fight with AJ?
can you just repeat the question?
What is the current status in terms of a fight between you and AJ?
I don't know. I mean, there is talks since a few weeks between my team, Queensbury, and AJ's team. They've been telling me that okay, it's something that can happen is a possibility, but I don't have no more information. I know that maybe they went in Ghana to look around for that fight, but we never know in boxing when something is not a sign. It's not sure.
And would you be happy to have a fight over in Ghana? You'd be up for that?
Yeah, I would love to fight in Africa. I never fought there. That'd be great. I'm from Congo. Ghana is not that far, and that's something that can make history.
I'm also aware that you've had some conversations with PSG, considering your links with the team and the work you've been doing alongside with them. What about the potential that a fight between you and AJ could happen there?
I mean, there is a lot of discussion. They talked about Ghana. They talked about maybe it can happen in PSG Arena. Maybe it can happen. I don't know, Brunei. There is a lot of talks. It's always hard to find like the right information, but I know there is like something in the fire.
Would it just be Anthony Joshua that they'd be interested in having yourself versus AJ, or would there be anyone else that could potentially have that fight with you at PSG?
And the thing with the PSG is just for Anthony Joshua, but we had talks for other opponents if the Asian one doesn't work.
What about Tyson Fury?
Never really heard about it. No.
Mhm.
What they ask me is, I always told them the same thing when they call me. I'm just like I'm ready for anyone. I just want to fight. I just want to fight. I'm a fighter. I want to fight. I just signed with Queensbury. I want to be putting in this mix, with those names. That's really exciting for me.
I'm aware also that there could be the potential that you and Agit Kabayel get into the ring. What's the current state of play with that one too?
That one is something that is getting really precise. Those last days, they've been talking about it. I think I was supposed to fight him like a few years ago, but the fight never happened. Now they're talking about a fight between me and him in Germany for his return in a football stadium, something like this. Yeah, there is a big potential of that fight too,
Credit to you, because not a lot of fighters run towards Agit Kabayel. They consider him as a boogeyman and someone to avoid. Why do you want to fight him?
because he's good.
Hmm.
And I want to fight good boxer. I don't understand the fighters who has been like they don't want to fight him or don't want to fight this guy. Man, if he's good and if he's in a good position, let's go, Let's go. I like good adversity. And I never said no to any fight.
Have you watched him, and do you look at him and see weaknesses in his game?
I mean, he has been down with
Mhm.
Zhang, but we also saw that he's mentally strong. He's mentally strong, and now everybody knows that he's a big, big threat, especially on the body, because he killed everybody. He killed them in the body.
There's a different element to it as well, too, considering that in Germany, people and France, they like their football. We're talking about PSG as well. France
Wow.
versus Germany. That might catch some big viewership.
Yeah, there is a big rivalry, and I know that DAZN has the rights in the Bundesliga. They have the rights in the League One. He's close to some football team over there. I'm close to PSG. So yeah, it could be something big and something that they can sell.
In terms of just the heavyweight division as a whole, can I get your take on the weekend? We saw Moses Atoma take on Dillian White, and it was a resounding first round knockout for Itama. What did you think of the fight?
I don't think that much about that fight. I mean, Itoma is really good. He's a young guy, really, really good, and we already knew that. But what we didn't know was in what form Dylan would come. It's been a lot of years since he didn't fought anybody like decent. So we had this answer last Saturday. So it's a bit sad because I wanted to see more of that fight.
A lot of people are pitching Moses Atama against Alexander Usyk now. Do you think he's ready for that test?
No, I
Mm.
don't think he's ready for that. That's a really a big, big step. He needs to fight guys like Agit Kabayel, like Philip Ergovich, or at least like Joseph Parker. You can't step up and just go for Usyk.
Closer to home, I don't know if you've seen that news. I imagine you must have. The news that Daniel Dubois has now left Don
Yeah.
Charles and he's moving to trainer Tony Sims. Just your thoughts on that whole situation.
I don't know the new trainer, Tony Sims. I don't know it. I just think that Don Charles was the perfect coach for Daniel, and they proved it by working together for like almost 2 years. He had his best victories under him, and but maybe he just need to change. You know, he just need to change. He just need to switch team. Maybe his last fight made him doubt about certain things. So do you know the thing is there is no problem. Like Daniel is a good guy. Don Charles is a really good man. Everything was always good energy at the gym. You know, we really had like a really really good gym. So I hope he finds whatever he's looking for now.
So it came as a surprise to you.
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't expecting it.
What was your interactions like with Daniel within the gym when you trained?
Like we come right off training, you know, it's always not weird, but it's always strange to train with someone that you can fight, you know,
Mm.
because Daniel is a top heavyweight. He was a world champion, and I want what he have, you know. So whatever they was putting us on sparring, or he was doing back, I was doing back. I was always trying to like do more than him, and he was always trying to like show me that he's the world champion. So that's really good interaction on to have in the boxing gym.
So now that he's left, do you look at him as a potential opponent?
Everybody's a potential opponent. Even when he was training in my gym, I know that if they offer me this fight, of course I will go.
Hmm. What do you think he might? I know you mentioned you don't really know much about Tony Sims, but
Yeah.
what do you think he might lose from his game from leaving Don?
Don Charles is really good for him because Don Charles knows heavyweights, and the style that Daniel has, this brutal strength, strong style. I think this is the perfect for him because this is the way Don Charles work. I think sometimes you should stop working on your the thing that you're doing bad, but you should just like be more focused on what you do good. You know.
And selfishly, does this mean you get more time with Don? You'll get more of the focus because he's gone?
Not really, because Don Shaw doesn't have 10 fighters. We
Hmm.
were like two, three. So he had times for everybody.
Hmm. Bringing this back to yourself, you mentioned about kind of Italman, who he might fight, and Joe Parker was someone that a lot of people have pitched for him to fight. You fought him before, haven't you? I just wonder, going back to that experience of fighting Joe Parker, what was that like?
I mean, it was a few years ago now.
Yeah.
But I think he's better now than he was before in terms of skills. You know, he really works on the skills. He got a really good technique. And I think those last 2, 3 years, he put on some weight. So he's a bigger threat now than he was before.
And Philip Hergovich as well as someone that you fought in the Olympics too, and he was out this last weekend. Is he different to how you fought him?
Not really. Philip is almost the same guy, you know. He's tall, he got a good job, big right hand. And you know, sometimes in heavyweight you don't need that much, you know. He knows how to fight, he got a big fight IQ, he got a big pedigree. This is why when they were talking about like Adelaide, I said, ain't no way Adelaide is gonna be near this guy. You know, when you have like big experience, Olympic medalist, big amateur career, you know, I think he was very, very far from what Adelaide is for.
Bringing this back to yourself in terms of what's next for you, whoever the opponent is, when do you think you're most likely to be out? What's the date you're looking at?
I think might be December, maybe January, but I think yeah, around that time. That's
You
gonna
must
be the next
you
fight.
must be eager to get back into that heavyweight contender mix because Alexander Usyk, we don't know what's happening with him. The potential is he might vacate the titles, and then titles are there to be fought for.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And then I know ranking moves very fast. You know, I was in the ranking, I think on WBC, IBF, something like this. Then they moved me out. Then now because I beat the Russian number one, I think they're gonna put me into. It can go very quick, you know. You cannot hold every all the belts for forever. You know, if you do this, he needs to fight every 2 3 months, which he will not.
Lastly, Tony, if any message you want to leave on maybe to your rivals, what would you like to say?
I want to fight. That's what I want to say. I want to fight. I want people to see me outside of France. You know, I know I've been locked down in my country with my promoter, but now that I'm free, now that I signed with Queensbury, I just want people to see me and to realize that okay, we got a big heavyweight there.
Well, hopefully I'll be seeing Frank Warren tomorrow at the Joshua Buatsi press conference. So if I see him, I'll say what's happening with Tony Yoka as well
Yeah,
too, and we'll see if there's any movement going on. Tony, pleasure. Thanks for speaking to the Second Island.
thank you
Hopefully
very
see
much.
you
Yeah.
back in the ring soon.